By the end of this video, you're gonna have a real solid foundation on how to take a blues solo using double stops. That's 2 notes at a time. So we'll learn how to solo in the key of G, and I'll also share with you some of these rhythm techniques I'm using to make my ukulele sound like a bit like Chicago blues. You can get the free tablature that goes along with this lesson at my website. Just click the link below and it'll take you to stufuchs.com where it says free tabs and goodies. Just click on the big logo that says click here and it'll take you to a list of free stuff. Download it all, enjoy it all. Keep in mind that everything on that list of free tabs and goodies has an accompanying video lesson to go along with it, so you can download them and then search for those videos at my YouTube channel, Ukulele Zen. Thanks for being here. Before we get into the lesson, just want to kindly remind you that if you wanted to support this channel, you can click the subscribe button, ring the notification bell. You'll keep in the loop of every time I put up a video. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and ask your question for next week's video. And of course, if you want to support this channel and the content I create, would love it if you joined our community at Patreon. There's a link below where you can learn about all the perks, benefits, and goodies waiting for you as a patron of Ukulele Zen. Thank you so much for your support. You ready? You can hold down the rhythm part, or you can play the solo along with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, let's jam, go. Yeah, G. Moving to C7. And back to G. Here comes D7. Final turnaround, 5th fret, go. And we're back at the top. Let's get into this solo idea. First, quick review of the rhythm techniques I'm using. I am pinching my finger right about here to create a guitar pick, so to speak, and I'm also muffling the strings just a little bit. And what this is palm muting. I covered this in a lesson for the Proclaimer song 500 Miles. And what we're doing is we are just gently muting the strings with this part of the hand. You'll have to figure out for yourself and experiment how much flesh will hang over the bridge. You don't want too much to hang over because then you'll totally choke the note, and you don't want no flesh because then it won't be muted at all. So just a little bit. And you want to make sure that you're squeezing the fingertip a little tighter so you play it with a little more authority. And right away you sound a bit more like an electric guitar. The other thing I'm doing is I'm adding these boogie-woogie notes to my chords. We're playing a blues progression in the key of G, so the first chord is G. And then to make the boogie-woogie, what I do is I drop my pinky right here on the 4th fret. I covered this in great detail in my rockabilly lessons and my rockabilly ebook. So this is the 2-note boogie line played with a slow Chicago blues shuffle. Yeah. As you do this, make sure you're counting. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, bar 3, 2. Come on now, strum along. 4, 2, we're going to C. When I go to C, I'm dropping the first finger on that 2nd fret, right? And then back to that G. I'm going to stop the flow of the music here so I can show you some details for D7. When you get to D7, it's the climax of the blues progression, and you can change the tone. One idea is just to strum the open strings like this. Strum the open chord so those open strings ring out, or you could keep the palm mute going if you wish. Another thing you can do, which is also great for low G ukuleles, is to just bar these 3 strings. Notice how I use my little hinge bar here, flattening the knuckle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the boogie note right there, 4th fret of the 4th string. If you are able to use your pinky well to the 5th fret, you can get the 3-note boogie line. This sounds super cool over the D7 chord. 1, 2, not comfortable for you, just play the D7 chord as an open chord, and that sounds cool too. You can of course play all the chords open. It's just it'll sound a bit more like Hawaiian music. 2, 3, 4, like a little more of the open string shuffle as opposed to this palm mute. All right, so this is the rhythm technique that I'm using. All right, now let's get into the solo ideas. We're going to be picking a triplet rhythm with our strum, and the first pair of notes is 7th fret and 5th fret, and that's played over the G chord, G7 or G major. What's happening here is I'm playing the 7th fret and the 5th fret. That's the top voicing of this G7 chord, but I'm only playing the top 2 strings with this rhythm. Triplet, 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 triplet. Notice how I'm sliding down a fret, and then the next pair, 6th fret and 7th fret. These are the top notes of a C7 chord. It looks like a G7 shape, but if you slide these notes up to the 7th, 6th, and 7th fret, you have the voicing of a a C7 chord. And then I'm merely picking the top 2 notes with the same phrase as before. See? Same rhythm. Then when we get to the D7 chord, I'm playing 3rd finger on the 5th fret, 1st finger on the 3rd fret, and this outlines a D7 chord. These notes, A and C, are found in the D7 chord. Then we get to the turnaround lick, which sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2. Now what am I doing there? Now you see how I'm taking the first 2 fingers, I slid them up to the 5th fret. I'm going to pick the 3rd string and then the 1st string. You could use your thumb or an index or thumb and middle. Triplet, 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 strum, strum, then triplet, triplet, and we're back to the beginning. The triplet can be played in a number of different ways. On the tablature, I'm showing you a specific pattern: down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. Now this is a tricky pattern because notice there's 2 downs in a row. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. When you get good at this pattern, however, it is a really cool training. It makes your wrist float very lightly over the strings and you can get a lot of speed. 2, 3, 4. 2. Here's another one. A few little variations with sliding in the chord, but can you see how I'm playing the same pattern? Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. It's a very cool pattern. Down, up, and the last down is just a little touch of that bottom string. Isolate that motion by going slow, and you will be richly rewarded. I promise you, that is a very cool strum pattern to really get in your hands. Now, if that's not comfortable for you, play another one. You could use this one. Triplet, triplet, where we go down with the index, down with the thumb, up with the index. And you can, of course, just alternate down and up strokes. So there are, of course, so many other variations and possibilities. We can explore those in future videos. Leave your questions in the comment section below. My intention is, of course, to share with you one bit of vocabulary. You can get this nugget under your fingers, and then the variations can, of course, follow. But before we decorate the cake with icing, we first have to bake the cake. You know what I mean? So this is a solid cake. Get to know it and serve it up next time you're jamming blues in G. Thanks so much for being here. If you dug this video, please click the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment below. Would love to hear from you. If you'd like to support this channel and receive all kinds of other great benefits and perks, you can click the link below to visit my Patreon page. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for being here, and I hope you're having a beautiful day. Thanks.